Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. And for the Timberwolves, Wiggins and Covington are the forward pair. Culver out there with Shabazz Napier, and it's Jang in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And I'll tell you who I feel for. The Wolves fans. One playoff appearance in the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you know, they've had some exciting talent in Minnesota, guys, but they've done very little winning with that talent. I think the good news, though, when you want to spin it positively, they still have that talent, and a lot of the talent is young.
Here's Culver, and it's Portland with the rebound.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Lillard outside. From outside, off the mark. Here's Culver. Here's Covington. And he banks in the layup. Covington's got the first points of the night for Minnesota.
And I like the guts from Covington there. I mean, definitely getting bodied a little on his shot, but still keeps his focus and gets it to go down.
Lillard attacking. Can't hit from 12.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Napier, and it's sent back by Lillard. They grab their own miss and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Strong move in the painted area. I mean, Jang draws a lot more fouls when being aggressive.
Well, as much as Gorgui Dieng does on the court, he'll be remembered, Clark, by many for his off-the-court contribution.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly there. Jang has revamped hospitals in his home country of Senegal, as well as sent thousands upon thousands of meals back to his homeland. I mean, you can't say enough about what this man has done for others. And that really is a measure of influence, maturity, and leadership. Great impact being made by Jang off the court.
First free throw is good. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
And Jang drops them both.
Well, you know, what's so impressive about Jang? Improvement in almost every category across the board, but especially hitting free throws.
Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Napier passes to Jang. He kicks it to Culver. Covington trying to break free. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
The dish to Jang. Timberwolves passing it around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard left side. And the rejection by Jang.
And this is something you'd like to see more of from Jang, given his size and wingspan.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
And this coaching staff appreciates the effort from Culver. The defense is about anticipation and hustle. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Now here's Lillard. Napier covering. Now here's Lillard. A 20-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. A floater, and Wiggins with the layup.
Well, I think this is an ideal recipe for Wiggins. Attacking on the drive, making people try to match up with his athleticism. That's a winning combination for Wiggins.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Timberwolves leading by 6. Back to Napier. Pass to Culver. Here's Jang. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, Kevin, you have to appreciate Jang's strength there. I mean, fights through contact for the potential and one.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And the free throw, no good. And looking at the numbers for Whiteside the last few years, Greg, it seems like his production has come back down a bit.
And for a minute, Whiteside looked like he could be a dominant center, but he struggled since his great 2017 season. Shot selection has been hurting, and sometimes it feels like he is in his own way as a player.
And that one's good, Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Culver with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Yep, that one goes in there. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
McCollum right side. Wiggins against Bazemore. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Trailblazers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Jang. Wiggins outside. it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Count it.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. And the rejection by Jang.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Timberwolves?
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And Lillard gets it to go.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Bazemore, no one around him. No good from outside. And so Napier will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 11. And here's Culver. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
That three off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 11. Wiggins surveying the floor. Off target with his three. Portland's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Timeout. Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Mark, the level of nuance and the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
And here's Bazemore. After the three-pointer from Jeff Teague, here's Simons. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Teague. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And it's blocked by Whiteside.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Now Culver after the missed three by Carmelo. Timberwolves passing it around. Vonleh dishes to Culver. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. H. Diop's checked in, and Martin subbed in for Andrew Wiggins. And Portland with a change here, too. Hezonja, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Here's Simons. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto. And Hezonja gets it to go.
And being that he's 6'8", Hezonja is really a menace inside. He gets his shot up easily in the paint area.
Teague feeling it out a bit. with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And here's Anthony for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now the pass to Bates-Diop. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Here's Simons. 5 to shoot. And now, here's Hazonia. He's covered closely, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Timberwolves leading by 16. Teague finds Martin. Here's Bates-Diop. 1:49 left to play in the first. Teague can't hit. And for Portland, they're shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Simons surveying the D. McCollum outside. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Outside Teague. Okogie, the pass to Teague. Off with the layup.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Trent. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Now here's Teague. He's guarded close. Inside. Here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Well, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
And now here's Hazonia. Off target from three-point range. Bates-Diop, the pass to Teague. Here's Okogie. Portland grabs the miss. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Boy, it is not easy trying to stop Hazonia. Even when he gets hit, he finds a way to muscle through that contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Boy, Hazonia, gotta love him. I mean, he's a fantastic two-guard with great size.
Now Teague. Passes it to Okogie. Off target from outside. And so it's Minnesota looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. The leadership mantle, something that Damian Lillard welcomes. He talked about what that means to him.
A lot of responsibility. When things go bad, people are going to look to you first. They're going to point the finger at you first. And when things go well, they're going to give you the credit. So I think it's just a balance of those two things, being willing to be that guy and being excited about it. I think you got to have fun with it.
Right on the money as always. Lillard has excelled in that leadership role.
I mean, he plays with so much confidence and composure, but also it's the way he includes his teammates and gets to know them as individuals that makes him a franchise player.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Teague is flanked by Okogie in the backcourt. Then there's Vonleh, and it's Bates Diop in at the four-man position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. First one falls for him.
Well, you've got to give a lot of credit to Josh Okogie. I mean, he was the 20th pick in the 2018 draft and really well ahead of the curve as a rookie and even saw starter minutes later on in the season. Well, that's a great get for them.
So he gets them both. And meteoric rises not uncommon for Okogie.
Yeah, and Okogie's done a really nice job kind of turning the impression of him around because he wasn't highly touted in college. But I tell you what, he's proven to be an impact player because of how he can defend and shoot.
And that's good stuff from him. Nice touch.
The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to the Grizzlies. Teague left side. It's deflected. They retain possession. Pass to Simons.
So a moment now to see the story on Jeff Teague. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 12 points a game, 8 assists, and 2 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
He's off on the first. Clark, some players just don't need a lot of rest. They could play basketball all day, every day, and don't want to be taken out. They've all got a lot of engine in them.
Yeah, they do. 24/7 guys, we call them. They don't need a lot of fuel, and it seems like they never are out of fuel. Guys like Paul George and Russell Westbrook come to mind.
And he sinks the second. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. The lead now in single digits.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
Outside Teague. Pass to Vonleh. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Vonleh's got his second bucket.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
McCollum kicks to Hezonja. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hezonja's got 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Well, you look at Jeff Teague, and his game does not have a lot of flash, but his handles, those are rush hour caliber. This guy has that ball on the string, folks.
And with Teague, Clark doesn't do anything flashy, but the stats do add up.
Yeah, he's very steady and quiet, understated. But you watch him out there, and he's a competitor now. Before last year, Teague had made the playoffs 9 straight years in a row, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game, to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
And here's Jang following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Just 4 to shoot. Shoot from 12. That one falls. And it's 7 points for Jeff Teague.
And Teague has a really economical textbook shooting form. Even when the defense is smothering him, he keeps his focus on the basket and his fundamentals.
Here's Covington, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free, and they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And he knocks down the first one. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Here's Simons. Tolliver for 3. Rebounded by Covington.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. In the third spot, the Timberwolves. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
And this is a battle today between two teams that really dominated the offensive glass a year ago. And they also convert when they get those second chance opportunities.
14 feet away. A nice shot by Culver. Culver's got his third bucket of the night.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Anthony. He had 28 points in the win against Toronto.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Here's Simons. 5 on the clock. Back to Anthony. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender postage.
Timberwolves leading by 14. The pass to Teague. Now here's Culver. Guarded closely. Wiggins outside. Passes to Culver for three. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be? But so far, that's not been the case.
And now, here's Hazonia. Kicks it to Whiteside. Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland again missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Wiggins dishes to T. Pass to Chang. Now Covington. He's covered by Whiteside. Now here's Covington. T right on him. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Napier's checked in. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Portland. And Minnesota has possession. Drops in the tray. That's 7 points for Robert Covington.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically pleasing release on those long ball attempts.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
Out to the wing. Here's Chang. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. It's Covington on the wing, covered by Anthony. Covington passes to Chang. Clock at 6. Now here's Culver, covered by Anthony. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Trailblazers trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And here's Napier after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Wiggins against Bazemore, 13 feet away. And it's Wiggins missing. Portland's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. A nice shot by Simons.
And shooting better from three-point range here in the second, but overall still struggling right around 30% from beyond for the game.
Now here's Culver. He has 6. And too long on the shot. And here's Portland. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Anthony, and the rejection by Chang. Pass to Simons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Bazemore. Here's Whiteside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Napier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Wiggins. A beautiful reverse layup. Wiggins has got 10 points in the game.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
From 12 feet out, again the Trailblazers score.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Portland making their last shot. Poked loose. Here's Culver. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Culver's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gorgie Jang doing a nice job getting the ball to the open teammate there. Nicely done.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And here's some numbers on Bazemore. Some last season stats for him. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Jang. And Portland with a change here, too. McCollum's checked in for Anfernee Simmons. Now, here's Napier. Covered by Lillard. Passes it to Covington. He kicks it to Culver. Clock at 4. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Lillard from downtown, and again it's the Trailblazers from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Napier kicks to Wiggins. Timberwolves passing it around. Shot from 12. Good work defensively by Anthony.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Can't hit that one. Good D by Covington. Now here's Lillard. Napier covering. Bazemore against Wiggins. Lillard right side, and Lillard gets double teamed, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
The Trailblazers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. That free throw good from Anthony. Okogie's checked in for the Timberwolves. He doesn't get the second one.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Pass to Wiggins. Kicks to Napier. Tries a 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Napier finds Wiggins. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. .139 left to play here in the second quarter. Nailed from three-point land. Trailblazers trail by 9. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. And the pass to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 16 points for Damian Lillard.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his third of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Now here's Napier. He's tightly guarded, and it's good. 2 points. Vonleh's got his third basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Lillard. Napier covering. Count that one. And that's 18 points for Lillard.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's Napier. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bazemore against Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Now here's Bazemore. It's McCollum on the wing over Vonleh. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Timberwolves lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
We just got to compete. You know, keep competing, trust each other, and make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Andrew Wiggins was the man in the first. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
The differential is the free throw attempts. And that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Kent Bazemore is out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in its center. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bazemore against Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
And there you go, monster finish. Wiggins aggressive, attacking off the dribble.
Trailblazers trail by 4.
Well, you know, it's not been easy for Andrew Wiggins the last few seasons, guys. The production has just fallen short of expectations. He was the #1 pick back in his draft class and really has struggled to live up to what the fans have expected him to be.
And here's Jang after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And Jang kicks to Napier. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Covington's shot is off. And with Wiggins, he's clearly a talented player, Clark, but people just want more from him.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin, and a lot of it is a matter of consistency. And when the expectations are high, being a former overall #1 pick, that pressure can affect you. But I think if Wiggins can just lock into being consistent, all of that will subside.
Now Whiteside, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard for the lead. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 at the line.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Now, here's Culver. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Wiggins. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard for the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Lillard misses.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
A nice shot by Culver.
And I love the rhythm Culver plays with. It's what helps him create the space to knock these shots down.
Now, here's Lillard. 21 points in the game. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
Covington finds Napier. Culver with it. He's got 11. And the layup is good. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
I'll tell you, Culver has an array of moves once he gets into the paint.
McCollum outside. There's the lob to Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Pass to Culver. Wiggins outside. 4 on the shot clock. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Wiggins just staying with it, refusing to let the defense get the better of him there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And finished off by Jang.
And if you're wondering why Jang shoots such a high percentage from the field, look no further than effort.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And taking a look now at stats for Andrew Wiggins. How he did last season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Damian Lillard, 3rd.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 4-point game. Count it. Lillard's got 9 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
A nice shot by Culver.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Back to Lillard. Launches it. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Napier passes to Jang. Shoots it up. Culver's shot is off.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Wiggins kicks to Culver. Lays it up off the glass. Culver's got 17 now.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Lillard with the rebound. Lillard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a wide open look for McCollum. They get it back. Whiteside and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
The first one falls. Some changes for Minnesota. Vonleh's checked in for Jang. Okogie comes in for Culver. And it's Teague in for Napier. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Hezonja's checked in. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Timberwolves leading by 5. Covington dishes to Teague. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, a very nice season for him last year. 7th in blocks, 9th in rebounding, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot blocker. And he can't get the first one.
Man, you got to love the intensity of Covington. I mean, he's a consistent shooter from beyond the arc, and he's a player that also isn't afraid to get dirty on the glass for rebounds. That's a nice combination, nice stroke, but still he'll do some dirty work too.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 6. Lillard attacking, lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Teague against Lillard. Vonleh, the pass to Okogie. Outside Teague. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. And the basket by Okogie. Okogie's got 7 points in the game. Trailblazers trail by 7. Lillard outside. Doesn't go for him. So Minnesota will take it the other way. For 3, Okogie. Rebounded by McCollum. The Trailblazers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And stolen by Vonleh. Here's Okogie. He's got 7. Pass to Vonleh. He kicks to T. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Azania. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 7th assist here tonight. There's the pass to Okogie. On the wing, Wiggins. Outside Teague. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. He's got 10.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A 3 from McCollum, but they get it back. A second chance effort, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. The Trailblazers have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12. That free throw, no good. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Good on the second free throw. And here is Teague. 10 points for him. Passes it to Okogie. Shot clock at 6. The shot misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard left side. He's looking for Hazonia and finds him.
Excellent awareness to sky for the alley-oop that time by Hazonia. Seeking out those opportunities quite well.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Teague for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Teague's got 13.
You know, there isn't a lot of time in between when Teague caught the ball and then when he let it fly. I mean, that was a great example of a quick catch and shoot.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 29. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 32 points.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Pass to Okogie. Pass to Wiggins. Over Trent. And it's Wiggins missing. Trailblazers trail by 4. To the inside, Lillard. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Okogie. 7 points in the game. Now Wiggins. No good from the left block. Here's Simons. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Now here's Covington. 8 points for him. Dishes it to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Damian Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Here is Lillard following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Whiteside finds Lillard. Here's Simons. The 3. It's rebounded by Vonleh. Vonleh's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Teague. Picked his pocket. And here's the break. From 15 feet away, Trent can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 3. Now here's Teague. He's got 13. Here's Okogie, and he uses the glass on the layup. Okogie's got 9.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, up 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Wiggins and Covington are the forward pair. Teague is flanked by Okogie in the backcourt. And it's Vonleh in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Trailblazers trail by 5. The pass to McCollum. Here's the floater. Rebound by Okogie. The Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 21 in the game.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Out left to the wing. Fades. They get it back. Covington. Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And he makes the first. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. And both free throws good for Covington.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
To the middle. McCollum, no good. Timberwolves leading by 7. Culver dishes to Jang. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Anthony. Passes to McCollum. There's the double team with Covington. Outside Anthony. Here's Tolliver. Feeds to Carmelo. Tries yet again. Rebound Minnesota. Jang's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Napier passes to Bates Diop. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Tolliver's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kicks it to McCollum. Pass to Simons. Here is Tolliver. Napier covering. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Trailblazers trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Anthony. He's guarded closely.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
That free throw good from Anthony. Second free throw, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Higgins outside. Pass to Jang. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to McCollum from past the arc. Vonleh with the rebound.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Free throw drops for Culver. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. McCollum outside. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Passes it to Trent. Shot clock at 5. Back to Tolliver. Over Jang. Tolliver with the bucket.
Boy, he could have taken it himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
Teague with the ball. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beyond the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside Teague. Pass to Jang. The feed to Wiggins. He kicks to Culver from the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Trent's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And that's 12 points for Carmelo Anthony. Timberwolves leading by 4. Teague finds Wiggins. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Here's Trent. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin, there. I mean, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Robert Covington's checked in for Minnesota. Shabazz Napier comes in for Jeff Teague. And then for the Trailblazers, Whiteside's checked in for Tolliver. Mario Hezonja comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Ryan Saunders told his team. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And here's Jang. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
Sinks the triple.
And, you know, this is why Hezonja was picked 5th overall in the 2015 NBA draft. He's efficient and a deadly scorer.
Now, here's Napier. Pass to Covington. He dishes it to Wiggins. Lets it go from 11. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Hezonja, the pass to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, forget about it, Kevin. I mean, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Here's Culver. Will it go? And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. To the paint, it's deflected and stolen by Wiggins. Here's Culver, and then Culver with the dunk.
Tell you what, the team wants to see more of this from Wiggins, causing turnovers that get his team out in transition.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Without question, Jarrett Culver displaying his skills today.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Here's Simons. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, and Culver pulls it down.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Here's Whiteside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Free throw, good, Whiteside. And he makes both free throws. And so Napier will bring it up for Minnesota. A 2-point game. Culver passes to Wiggins. Makes it off the glass. Wiggins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Trying to employ physical defense against Wiggins, but this young man powers right through it. Very impressive.
And there's the pass to Whiteside. The dish to Lillard. And he's good on the 3-ball. Lillard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Napier dishes to Jang. Wiggins outside. Over in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And it's now 23 points for Jarrett Culver. Here's Simons. Dishes to Lillard. Here's Hazanya. No good on the triple. Now Napier. Kicks to Culver to take the lead. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Minnesota with the rebound. Jang's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. It's tipped, and so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Okogie's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in, and the Timberwolves call time here. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
It's Covington on the wing. Covered by Anthony. Covington's shot is off. Portland leading. Lillard left side. Passes it to Simons. Back to Lillard. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by Jang. Jang's. Here's Covington. And close in the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
And Covington is always looking to shoot the ball. I mean, which in turn forces defenders to get extra aggressive with him when he's going up with the shot.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Lillard surveying the D. Right side. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Now here's Napier. Covered by Lillard. Pass to Wiggins. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. They trail by 1. Lillard outside. Launches a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Chang's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Covington, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. Never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
Now, here's Lillard. Can they get it? And the rejection by Chang. They recover it. Pass to Covington. Here's a Kogi. Good.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
The Trailblazers shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. Lillard outside. Over Napier. That one a little long.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Now here's Wiggins. After the miss from Damian Lillard, 5 to shoot. Wiggins trying to free himself up. Okogie misses. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
3-pointer Lillard. Rebound by Chang and stolen by Whiteside. And here's McCollum for 3. Hins the 3.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Minnesota calls timeout. They lead by 2. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me, the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what they're talking about, Greg. I mean, it's their only chance. And even if it's a long shot, it is a chance.
Hands it from downtown.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.